So, good evening. So we're going to the nighttime retreat. This time it's going to nighttime retreat. Daytime we sleep, nighttime retreat. So, so at first we can recite the protector, Dharma protector, the requesting prayer to say pursuing their holy actions to pacify obstacles for success of the retreat. The retreat to be beneficial. The retreat to become beneficial to our mental continuing. That during this retreat we have some change in our mental continuing start to have some change. I see to have some transformation. Into guru devotion, renunciation, bodhicitta, right view. On the basis of this, and also tantric realizations, that to have some improvement during this time. So that and then, as well as as it is now very emergency, where urgency or emergency, we could say, to receive all the findings and to be able to complete the 500 feet material Buddha statue as quick as possible. And to be able to abide in this world until material Buddha comes, descend in this world until that time. So to and then to be able to liberate, numberless sentient beings every day to enlightenment, purify any karma and save them from the lower realms. Just now you have meditated. You have meditated on the lower realm just now. So, I was quite impressed. I was really impressed in the whole cold hells. Then more impressed with the animal, with the predator, and the predators, the animal sufferings. I was quite very impressed. Not wanting to reincarnate an animal, but Bhagavatam is showing the suffering of the animals and the predators. But the hot hells and the cold hells they've been quite comfortable. Didn't sound too much. Yeah, I'm joking. So this statue to purify numberless sentient beings every day. They need karma and save them from the lower realms and all that. And causing medicine they made great merit, and which gives enable to have realization, realization, realize emptiness of to be free from samsara, and to realize bodhicitta, and to bring them to enlightenment. So and that, and then say, and all the findings to support Sangha, the Tibetan Sanghas, and those India, and this was in Nepal, Tibet, Sanghas also in Tibet, and many nuns there, Kadambadishas places, as well as Sanghas in the West, different parts of countries there. To build monasteries and to education, the facilities, as well as to build various holy objects in different parts of the world, and make good cause sentient beings so easy to purify the defilements, and then so easy for them to create extensive merit, and to which gives makes it so easy to enjoy the path, achieve liberation and enlightenment, and to do various social services in different parts of the world, and as well as those centers to be able to help. All the centers where dates and where we help with all the projects. So however, in that way to illuminate the world, not eliminate the world, sorry, illuminate. There's a illuminate, not Eli, not Li. That has to be left out. Illuminate, illuminate the world. It's very strange that the whole world functions with words. With words. You know, with words, with name. It's all name, you see. Whenever you talk, it's all name. It's all name, you see. All the studies are name. You're learning name. You know, whatever you're studying in the world. In the kindergarten, primary school, high school, college, it's all studying name. Of things, name of things. Even we study Dharma, path, is studying his names. The whole thing. From hell up to enlightenment, studying names of things. The words, you know, the words, arrangement of the words is amazing. It can cause so much peace, happiness in the world. You know, can change many people's mind. You know, into positive, into good heart. But the arrangement of the words, these names, you know, arrangement of the words, can create war, can create, you know, confusion, can create much violence in the whole entire world. You know, depending on how, you know, the words can change the world, can make the world so much suffering, can bring the world so much peace, you know. Mind in a word, but at the same time, you can't see. It's not you can't. It's formless. There's no, so to say, resistance. There's no substance. It's formless. It's not something can see with the eye. It's a colorless, shapeless, but it can destroy the world. But it can, if one is not careful, the mind can destroy the whole world. Not only your family, not only yourself, not only, you know, that can destroy the whole world, but also can bring, you know, all the happiness after enlightenment. Not only yourself, your family, but to not only sentient beings in this world, but to numberless sentient beings. You know, like that. You see, by such, if one is able to take care, you know, able to develop them, able to even use the mind that way. You want to use the mind that way, in the positive way, in those steps path to enlightenment. So what it can do is unbelievable. One person's mind, what you can do is just unbelievable, and what potential it has. Going to say some their protective prayer for Chakrasamvara.
Page 204. Page 204 in your prayer book. Page 210. We're not doing this prayer, you could just keep it at that page. This is a praise to Karapa. This is in your Page 210. Chakrasamvara
jen ro wan an den ye so ma do chubet nya che wa jing ye la na sa na ye chudan me Jena Samba Ye Jen Raman Nenge Sumano Juves Nyawa Jewa Jenge Lana Sona Sona Nye Chudan Med Jena Samba Ye Jen Raman Ye Zomado Juves Nyawa Jewa Jeng Ye Lanas La Sanda Mesunet Aman Sanda Wamba Jene Yawada Mazoya Mola Zuzumes Yawa Mema Anu
Page 195.
Oing Remoni Sabahu annihilates in animals formal evil beings, and who destroys the three-storied city. O fearful one, this praises often you with great energy and admiration. You who are liberated from this world and said to have been a Brahmin before, have attained the supreme cities, and have reached the state of transcendent bliss. Your holy body is as quick as thought, and renowned throughout all the universe, liberator of all worldly beings. In battle you are always the victor. Yamasama directly praise you. You wear a blue silk and ornament. Your manifest body is at one time most beautiful, yet still it horrifies. Wherever you look, your eye terrifies and brings all beings to humility. Your eye bestows the highest of cities. You lead countless beings to wisdom bliss. O compassionate and courageous Lord, I constantly offer praises to you. So, Lama Tsongkhapa explained that during this time, if you don't give up the essenceless activities, like the casting the husk. So the Tibetan tend to dinner Bumba Charson, Mingo maybe Chaumadon, Rosoyane, Kaman and Rene, give it to man, see Napani. So, so if I, so during the time, which means, that we have all, have received precious human body qualified of, not just only precious human body, not only have received human body, but human body qualified of 8 freedom, 10 richness, 10 endowment or 10 richness, which is most rare. First of all, receiving body is very rare, and then it's most rare to receive perfect human body. So one has received at this time, and know that they have met perfectly qualified guru revealing that who can reveal, not only who can reveal path, unmistaken path to happiness, but unmistaken path to liberation. Complete path to liberation, not just on that, but complete path to full enlightenment. That is not even one have met. You see, the highest what you can find, the highest, most perfect virtuous friend, that you can, the highest what you can, highest or the most perfect what you can find, in this world, most rare to find in this world. We have found, we have met. So not just even one, many, you see. That with compassion, as a embodiment of all the Buddha's compassion, His Honor's Dalai Lama, and many others. Top, see, was most perfect, see, so rare in this world. We have found, we have met. So first we have received. First we have found human rebirth. That is amazing. Just that is a dream. That is extremely rare. We compare the numberless, the animals. If you compare the animals, insects. You see, insects are unbelievable. Even just the ants and the human, just ordinary human body is so little. Sentient has a person in this world who has just having human body, or sentient who has just human body. very little number. It's nothing. It's nothing. If you compare number of ants, even just on one mountain or one field. So then if you think about other insects, other animals, then no question, you see. Totally human number of even just human body, something with human body, that's nothing, total lost, nothing, you see. So then among that, that's just, so therefore you see the numberless helpings, that those, the animals is easy to understand, we can see with the eyes, so that's just around the ones obviously so easy can see. So that then by the dust of the earth, like the numberless the helpings, and then also the like the grass growing on the mountains on the earth, like that, and there are hundreds number one. So that so just this time, just that we are able to just receive human body, just that's not a dream. It's amazing. That the miracle. And on top of that, most rare, the perfect miracle we have received. Another amazing dream, the amazing dream or miracle that that which gives all the opportunities for you, say that whatever happiness you wish after enlightenment you can achieve. That this perfect human body gives opportunity, to achieve any happiness one wish after enlightenment. Whatever one wish, all the happiness you can, that in this perfect human body, gives you opportunity to able to achieve all those happiness. And but that one just for one person, yourself. But this human body, perfect human body, gives opportunity to able to say by its rising path, that person Dharma, you can liberate numberless helpings, not only human beings in this world, but human beings in all the numberless universes. You can liberate them from all the suffering causes, all the suffering, oceans of samsaric suffering, and liberate them and bring them in ultimate happiness, liberation from samsara, and you see the peerless happiness, full enlightenment. So able to cause, you see, all the happiness to every human beings. Numberless human beings, numberless hundreds, numberless helpings, numberless animals, numberless intimate siblings, suras, asuras, all this in each realm, the numberless intimates you able to that one can release can cause all the happiness and enlightenment. So that just because of that, what you can do with this perfect human body, what incredible things, what you can accomplish. Even just one sentient being you are able to bring to enlightenment, to able to bring to liberation from samsara, bring enlightenment. Even just bring liberation from samsara, even just that is amazing. It's just incredible what with this human body you can do, what you can do with this perfect human body, what you can do to benefit, what you can offer to others. Even one sentient being, that's really amazing. By teaching them for noble truth, see. So therefore, this time having received this, that we have received this perfect in the body, that's the whole entire world in this world is nothing. How much wealth there is in this world? If you compare to the value of this perfect human body, what is you see, compared to the value of this, all the rest of the world is nothing. The rest of the world, even Asura realm, where there's millions, billions of greater enjoyment, sense enjoyment than the richest human country, you see. They have millions, billions of much more greater enjoyment. As mentioned, the liberation palm, that even when there was, Indra mentioned a ring, even one ring, you see, so the jewel, something very unbelievable, you see, priceless, that even the human wealth, certainly cannot compare something that. However, so all those, even including Asura's wealth, all those desirable beings, the wealth, if you all put it all together, it's nothing. The value is nothing. If you compare the value of this precious perfect human body that we have now, that we have today, and that we have at this time, at this hour we have. Because, why? How is that so precious? Why? Because if you don't have without having without having, you see, you perfecting the body, so this, then, even you own that much wealth, all the wealth in human realm, Sura realm, you see, even sky filled with wish-granting jewels, gold or diamond or wish-granting jewels, that alone, you see, without this perfect body, even you own that much wealth, that alone cannot stop rebirth in the lower realm, cannot stop your rebirth in the lower realm, cannot, along with that alone, can't achieve liberation. Can't achieve rebirth without alone, you can't achieve liberation from samsara. You can't achieve, of course, you can't achieve enlightenment without alone. So, but even there's no one single jewel, you see, all this wealth, so like Milarepa, like Dawa in Saba, Lama Tsongkhapa disciples, many, you see. So like Milarepa didn't have even 1 rupee, didn't have even 1 rupee or 1 euro, didn't have even 1 euro, and 1 liter, didn't have even 1 liter, even half liter. Anyway, so, but use human body to practice Dharma, achieve the enlightenment, full enlightenment in that life, in a few number of years, in that life, in a very lifetime of designated time. So many, as well as many others. So, therefore, see, so therefore, this human body, especially perfect human body that we have, see that we have this at this time is really just amazing. Just it's like hard to believe that we have this, that we have received. So, as I mentioned, with the perfect quality of, from the other virtuous friend we have. So, therefore, I say, So what they're saying here, since I read this quotation, so I must finish. So during this time, we see how that all the opportunities to practice Dharma. Incredible opportunities. You see, life filled with opportunities. So by recognizing this, realizing this, then you see, don't get caught. You know, this precious human life, don't use or don't get this life caught in just some activity, essenceless activity, meaningless activity. See, non-virtuous activity. So in such a time, see, if one do not give up the essenceless activities, like casting away the husk. I don't know here in the West, but Nepal, you know, Zulukumbusu, Nepal, that's it. So one day, in the bamboo, the container, metal bamboo, see, so the grain, so you move like this, so the husk, so you throw it this way, so keep the essence, you know, see, you know, then the husk, see, chawa, and so the cast away, you know, you throw by doing like this, so keep all the into the grain, but the husk, the one useless, so you by doing this, it goes away, get blown away, see, by doing this, so you throw away, but you can't eat that, you see. It is no essence. So the essence, the seed, the grain, actual grain, you keep it there. Also you mesh into container with the heavy, with wood, you see. With the wood, I don't know. So you mesh like this, so the husk come out. Or use so put the grain outside on the floor. Then you see there's a long stick. On top there's something, piece bamboo stick, you know, some flat thing. So you carry out, then you hit, so the all the husk come out. So anyway, so Lama Tsongkhapa using so it is no essence, so therefore you throw away. So using that as example, the meaningless activities. And then it says, about, say, ceasing or not too sure the one syllable here, but what it sings after, you know, say, after ceasing this body life, and then for many eons, one has to abide in the suffering, transmigrating, in the realm of the suffering, transmigrating. Who can bear the the continuity of the suffering, who can bear. So what he's saying is, if one do not give up, while one has all the opportunities, and one do not give up the essenceless activity, then this life, say, stops. Then, because the conscience, continues. So therefore, then that was as a result of the essenceless activity, the non-virtue, then one has to abide in the lower realm, in the suffering migratory being, the nyen. So I guess by having done negative action, nyen is bad. By having done negative action, then comes migrates either hell, hunger, or the animal realms. So bad to migrate being. So then experience suffering for so long. For many eons, one after another continuously. So who can bear that? So therefore, right away, one must practice pure Dharma or right away. That can achieve higher rebirth. So can achieve higher rebirth. That can achieve liberation from samsara. By thinking that by reflecting along these teachings, as Ayatollah said, the oceans of suffering, these oceans of suffering doesn't have end at all. So these oceans of suffering doesn't have end at all. So you, the child, drowned in these, in these oceans of samsaric suffering. Why you don't get why you don't get terrified by this? So another expression is, if you have mind, if you have mind, then can you see it, these oceans of suffering that you are going through, time without beginning, up to now, time without beginning up to now. Don't you realize? Don't you see it? Says I can say, don't get afraid of this. Anyway, so to be free from these oceans of samsaric suffering, so not just oneself. So Lama Tsongkhapa advises that these sentient beings are one's own, what's the general name? When we say nyen in enemy and friend, we usually translate like that, nyen. But here, nyen not necessarily friend. So what is general name? Nyen here means relative, husband, father, mother, brother, sister, wife, husband, all that. Nyen, something close relationship.
Kin.
Nyen, there's one word, there's one,
Kin.
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 Relatives.
Relatives. Relations. She says kin.
And you say what?
Relatives or relations.
Okay. Can relative. So Lama Tsongkhapa says, these sentient beings are my can relatives. So we, I think I think we say friend, enemy or friend, that's okay. But I don't think it's an exact translation. Nyen is cover much more. When you say friend, it doesn't cover everything. Because you don't say my mother's mother. But you say my mother's friend, right? Well, I think it depends on circumstances. If you don't get along with your father, you get along with your mother, then you say my mother's my friend? No. Do you say Samba? Do you say my mother's friend? You don't say that. Huh? Nyen, this covers, nyen, so, yeah. Nyen, I think, covers somebody who's close to you, somebody close to you. So, nyen, I think the relatives, somebody who's close to you, I think. I think more relative. Nyen. So Lama Tsongkhapa says, sentient namdaki nyeninde yurim tune pepa pangmeche dida dungan jazo dungala mamba kundu zewa chawa riks. So Lama Tsongkhapa's seldom, they all say advice. These sentient beings are my relative, can. So some people like can, they can choose that. Some people like relative, you can choose that. So whichever sounds soothing or whichever is say like music in the ear. So and these sentient beings are my can, and from long time, they did unimaginable benefit to yourself, so these sentient beings fell down in the oceans of suffering. It's a word, to have loving kindness. So to have loving kindness all the time. It's a word, it's a word you usually have. So it's a word that was saying to us. It's a word for us to have. It's for us to have. To have a loving kindness all the time. All the time is whether you're happy, whether you're depressed, or times when you're happy, or times when you have so much problems in life, depressed, however, whatever happens to you, but always is a word to have loving kindness for sentient beings who fell in the oceans of the samsaric suffering. Then it says that that Lama Tsongkhapa so the sentient beings the sentient beings from numberless rebirth in lifetimes, the sentient beings have been cherishing. They have been kind to you. Every sentient being, numbers the past lives. Every sentient being have been kind to you. Have been cherishing you. More than themselves. So that means when we are born, like normally say mother, cherish her blood child. The most precious one in her life. So she cherished most than her life, So in that sense, so we, every sentient being, have been cherishing us, have been cherishing oneself, numberless times. Cherishing more, have been cherishing more, they're cherishing oneself more than themselves, not just one time, but numberless times. In numberless past lives, each time when they happen to one's mother, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. But cherishing oneself more than him or herself, not necessarily only the mother. It can be other times also. Father. It can be other times also. When it's not times when it's not even not a father mother, it's possible cherish oneself more than her himself. So, but the main thing is I think relation to mother. So that this numbers, even the omniscient mind cannot see the beginning, when they have been kind to you, cherishing you more than themselves. Even omniscient mind cannot see the beginning of that. So it goes numberless times. So every sentient being, everyone who abuse you in this life, or whatever relation you have in this life. However, but if you think from beginningless rebirth, you see, everyone did that. Cherished you more than themselves, numberless times. They suffered. They suffered for your well-being, for your happiness, for your education, for your, like example, parents. So suffered numberless times. They suffered for you. Every sentient being suffered so much, suffered numberless times for oneself. See, and yeah, so that for one's own, to take care of oneself or for one's own well-being, for happiness. And they created so much. The way they said, generate Dharma wisdom, so therefore, so therefore, create some, the way to achieve, the way of achieving happiness to me, you see, for that, then they create so much negative karma with the generate Dharma wisdom. So create so much negative karma, and then they suffer the result, lower realms. You see, numberless times. Those for many eons, they have to suffer. Not only so much problems in human realm, but you see, also lower realms. So you see, they suffer to you. They suffer, you see, creating so much karma, they have Dharma wisdom. So only, you see, so only way they know the method is to help, to obtain happiness for oneself. Then they engage in unrighteous actions, cheating other sentient beings, killing other sentient beings, and so forth. So all this various comes. So then they suffer so much as a result. Because, in the lower realms, even numberless times they suffer for you. They had to suffer, you see, numberless times they suffered. So that, then continuously, that's what happened in the past, then also the future, you see. So continuously, this, you see, goes on like that. They get so much karma for your well-being, and then they have to suffer all that, have experience all the suffering results, so like that. So you see, every sentient being, including this life, Father, Mother, so everyone has been like that. Everyone like that, including the person. You see, this life, how you get the relationship you have towards, abuse or whatever. But however, everything the reincarnation, according to the mind, that all the connection paths to see. So therefore, general compassion that these numberless sentient beings, you see, for incredible time of the beginning, experiencing suffering the lower realm, and samsara, in particular in the lower realm, very intensive suffering. So, you see, there was not even 1 second. They never had 1 second to be, holiday from the suffering of samsara, what it is, they never had 1 second liberation, from the suffering of samsara, you see. Not even 1 second. So how beautiful they are. So generate compassion to freedom from all the suffering causes. So the interest, Brahma, so forth, those those devil even though there's all this world, sense pleasure, but however, again, which is if they don't actualize the wisdom directly perceiving emptiness, then they have to, again, you see, we're born raw realms like that, and however, certainly in one of the 6 realms again. So, devoid of ultimate happiness. So, however, think means that the kindness. That so this before general compassion. This then the loving kindness. You see, even the arhatas, they have achieved ultimate happiness, but they are devoid of you see, previous happiness, the full enlightenment. So, generating wish, generating this, so before oneself is to freedom, general compassion to them, wishing them to be free from all those origins of samsaric suffering, not only that, but to take responsibility upon oneself. So generating the great compassion, then not only wishing that all the sentient beings are happiness, but the increased enlightenment, and then taking the responsibility upon oneself, generating great loving kindness. So as it is mentioned here, upon these verses, the Lama Tsongkhapa's advice, so that however then I think now mentioned that thing So we take now a person that if you do have a person that you don't like or you hate, so specifically think of that, remember that person. It's best to meditate, you see. Person who is against you, who criticized you, or who whom you believe that harmed you or something, see. Who hate you or anyway, I mean, they can be, the person might be hate you, and the person might hate you, but you may not hate that person. So maybe somebody might, say, person might hate you, but but especially when meditating, especially when you're practicing Dharma with that person, that you don't hate that person. You see, so what I'm saying here, somebody whom you hate, from your side, somebody whom you hate, something like that. So whom you call enemy, and pick up that person, pick up, how to say, remember that person. Okay. So now, so. So all one's own past, present, future happiness, realization, enlightenment, everything one receive from that kindness of that person. Who is angry to you, or who do not like you, or whom you hate. So so how all the past, present, future happiness of the enlightenment I want to see by kindness of the person is because all your past, present, future, all the happiness, or receive from one's own action, which is virtue, one's own mind, which is virtue, and that is the action of the Buddha. As the two actions of Buddha, one is Buddha's one mind, one is within the sentient mental continuum. So this virtuous thought is the Buddha's action. That's one reason that they came from Buddha. See, so from Dharma practice. So, and that happened, by depending Buddha. Dharma happened by Buddha. So Buddha came from bodhisattva. Bodhisattva came from bodhicitta. Bodhicitta came from the root, the great compassion. Great compassion is generated by depending on existence of each and every single suffering, obscured sentient being. So therefore, so this is the logic proof that all ones of past, present, future happiness all came from actually the root, you see, the foundation, the sentient beings. You see, each and every single sentient being with a great compassion is generated, you see, depending on each and every single obscured, suffering sentient beings. That great compassion covers every single sentient being, every single obscured, suffering sentient beings. So, not partial compassion, even not limited compassion. Compassion that cover each and every single suffering, obscured sentient beings. So the root of the bodhicitta. So therefore, all ones of past, present, future, all the happiness one has received from this by the kindness of this person, that whom one call enemy. So that from this person, so think one person. You see. So all the happiness from beginningless rebirth. Happiness from beginningless rebirth, the time of the beginning. You see, I have received from this person, from this sentient being. So it's so unbelievable kind. Yeah, how kind is this person? All the past happiness received from time of the beginning, see, from this person. So most unbelievable kind, precious. Then present, on top of that, then present happiness, all the comfort, every single comfort, every single pleasure, happiness of the present are received by kindness of this person. So it's even this become even more precious. So now, on top of that, received all the future happiness, realization, enlightenment, liberation, enlightenment, everything from this person. Now then, if you think, if you add that, if you added this kindness, the future, all this you have received by kindness of this sentient being, this person. So now this most unbelievable kind. How kind is unexpressible. This is so much more. I see. Unbelievable. So like this, now, so like this, now think every held being, every human being, so every human being be like this, exactly like this. All the past, numberless past happiness I received from every one of them. So just think here, every human being here, then think all the rest. I receive all my past happiness, numberless past happiness from each human being here. Then all the rest human being. How unbelievable kindness, unexpressible. Then the present, all the happiness, every single comfort, every day and night, everything. Receive from myself. Every human being here. I know all the rest of human beings. Now it is all the future happiness, not temporary but ultimate liberation from samsara, enlightenment, all the path, realization, everything I receive from each human being here. Now, most kind, most precious one in my life. Then like this, all the rest of human beings like that for me. All the rest of human beings like that for me. Most kind, precious one. Just think of this a little bit. Mind focus on this a bit. Feeling every human being so precious, most kind, most precious. Now think every serving like this. All the past happiness I receive from each of them, most kind, most present. Then all the present happiness I receive from each of them. Even more kind, precious. Then all the future happiness after enlightenment I receive from them, including realization's path. So not even much more unbearable. How kind, precious they are. Every serving. Okay. Now, Asura, from each Asura, I receive all the numberless past happiness from them. So unbelievable kind, so precious. Each of them, each of the Asuras in my life. Then now I receive all my present happiness, but even more precious than in my life. Then all the future happiness after enlightenment, temporary happiness, liberation from samsara, and full enlightenment, all those I receive from every single Asuras. So the most unexpressible is the kind of precious in my life, the most precious. So now, every hell being, I receive by numberless past happiness from each of them. The most kind, precious one in my life. And all the present happiness I receive from them. Every single comfort each day, everything I receive from each of their kindness are so precious, they're even more precious kind for me. Now, all the future happiness, temporary, the ultimate liberation from samsara, enlightenment, all the realization, power, liberation, and everything, I receive from each of the hell beings, by each of kindness of each of the hell beings. So now, each of them, the most kind of precious, much more in my life. Now, every hungry ghost from each of them, I receive all my numberless past happiness. Time without beginning, see. All the past happiness without beginning, I receive it from each of the prata. They're so kind, unbelievable precious in my life. Now, all my present happiness I can receive from them, from each of them. So even more kind, more precious. Now, for this, all the future happiness, temporary, all that temporary happiness and liberation from the enlightenment, all the realization of I receive everything, all the by kindness of every single hundred words. So they're now most precious one, kindest, most precious kindest one in my life. Every hungry ghost. Now, every animals, the numberless animals, every single ants, and every single fish, every single shell animals, every single mosquitoes, I don't get any mosquitoes here. Every single mosquitoes, every single bugs. So every single animal today, I receive all my all the past happiness that even omniscient mind cannot see the beginning. That I receive happiness from the past happiness, cannot see the beginning, the kindness. So they are so precious, most kind one in my life. Most gurus and all the all the insects, all the animals, snakes. So this is discovering how they're precious. This is discovering for us, discovering how they're so precious, how we receive all our past happiness, time at the beginning from each of them. Now, one receive all the present happiness, every single comfort, pleasure, inner happiness, whatever bliss or through Dharma practice, by maintaining a path, everything will received by kind of all this, every single, sentient being, animal, so now they become even much more precious, kind to oneself. Now, then all the future happiness, temporary happiness, realization, so the liberation comes samsara and full enlightenment, and the realization of whole path, everything, are received by kindness, every single animals. So they are the most precious, most kind of one. So more precious than before. So it should be said this way: more kinds, more precious than before. They are for me. The intimate beings, all the past, numberless past happiness I receive from them, unbelievable kind, so precious. That only might even kind of kindness, and then all the present happens, so every much more kind of pressure, and all the future happens after that, and receive from them, from each of them. Now they are the most kind of precious, most precious, so much more than before. Now, from this person whom I hate, you see, the bodhisattva whom I pray, follow example, or pray, this bodhisattva, this bodhisattva, by achieving the bodhicitta realization, all the rest of the mind path, the other realization what this bodhisattva has. So always this bodhisattva came from this person, him or this person, see, whom I hate, see, whom I do not like. So bodhisattva, this one bodhisattva, came from him or her. So, including all the realization that bodhisattva has came from this person, So, bodhisattva whom I pray, you see, pray to, who inspires me. So now the numberless bodhisattvas, it happened. They you see, all the realizations. From where it came is from this person, by depending on kindness of this person, all this bodhisattvas have all the realizations, happened, actualized by depending on this person, kindness of this person. So how precious it is. All these numberless bodhisattva, with all the realizations, came from this, happened due to the kindness of this person. Existence of this person, the sentient being, okay? By kindness of this person. So therefore now, this person is so precious. Like we think the money is so precious. Why we think money is so precious? It's not because the money has a mind. It's not because money loves you. It's not that money loves you. It's not that. Money doesn't have mind. Because the benefit what you get from what you receive from the money. So you think money is so precious. So similar now here, this person is so precious. So precious. So all the bodhisattva came from this. All the realizations. Now one Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, how Shakyamuni Buddha become enlightened? By dependent kindness of this person. Shakyamuni Buddha completely path. Complete truth for merit, virtue, wisdom, and complete path, achieved true kindness by depending on the kindness of this person. Buddha came from this person. So this person is so precious for me. So whatever this person did, abuse you or whatever bad, respect, whatever the person did, you see, whatever the harm you think he did. So anyway, so Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, complete truth merit in a complete path. As you took us, by depending on this person, by depending on the kindness of this person. So Guru Shakyamuni came from this. What happened? This evolution came from this person. So this person is so precious, unbelievable precious. Now the numberless Buddhas came from this person. See, same numberless Buddhas, those complete true types of merit, the path, and they achieve true Highest. by the back of this person, you see. They all happened by the back of this person. So, yeah, all come from this. All these Buddhas that whom I had a refuge came from this person. This person is now unbelievable precious. The most precious. Then Dharma, whom I had a refuge Buddha, then Dharma is come from Buddha, then Sangha, whom I had all come from this person. Kind of this person. You know. So how then unbelievable, how precious is unbelievable. Buddha Dharma Sangha, whom I take refuge, whom I purify my need karma. Say, whom I take refuge to be free from all realm, free from samsara, free from all nibbana, and it's enlightened. So this is why I take refuge, you see. And so many times every day. So I come from this person. Depending on kind of this person. So most unbelievable precious. Okay. Now, like this, same. Every helping, same. So one bodhisattva, and all the qualities realization, and from as kindness of each every single helpings, then all the numberless bodhisattvas, you see, all the qualities what they have different kindness of every the numberless helpings. Then one Buddha, Guhyasamaja Buddha. How it happened by the of this kindness of every single helpings, the numberless Buddha came from every single, then Dharma same, the Sangha came from that. And so the most kind of most precious same, the same, yeah. So just a little bit focus on this thing, how each helping so most precious, most kind one. So all the Buddha Sangha, they actually preach come from there. So therefore, every helping is more precious than Buddha and Dharma Sangha. That doesn't mean that they have more qualities than Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. It's not Sangha, but because it came from them, so they are more precious. Every helping is more precious than Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Now, every 100 ghosts, one bodhisattva came from, numberless bodhisattvas, one Buddha came from, the numberless Buddhas, all come from the say. And then Dharma Sangha. So therefore, they are unbelievable precious kind. So they are more precious than Buddha, Dharma Sangha. Now, numberless animals, one Bodhisattva came from by divine kindness for each of them. Numberless Bodhisattvas, so precious. Then numberless Bodhisattvas come from them. They're more precious. They're more precious than one Buddha from Shakyamuni. So precious. The one Buddha has how many? One Buddha has a limitless skies of qualities, realizations. So all come from this. All come from depending on the kinds of every single animals. How much quality that one Buddha has. So all come from every single kindness of the animals. So that is so precious. Unbelievable precious. Now, numberless Buddhas, how much, including all the qualities, all came from every single animals, their kindness, from their kindness. So that every single animal is so precious, unbelievable precious. So Dharma Sangha also came from them. So they are more precious than the Dharma Sangha. That's the conclusion. They are more precious than Buddha. Now, same, one bodhisattva. So every single human, every single kind of human being, and all the bodhisattvas came, and all the bodhisattvas came from them with all the in all the qualities that come from kind of each human being. So much more precious, unbelievable precious. And then one Guhyasamaja Buddha is one Buddha. All the realizations, the lyrics also, the realizations what one Buddha has, all omniscient mind, all those qualities, came from received, exercise, achieved by divine kindness to every human being. So every human being is so precious, unbelievably precious. So now numberless Buddhas came from them, their mighty refuge. So they're most precious, unbelievable precious. Numberless Buddhas come from each of them. So each numberless Buddhas come from each person here, By divine kindness to each person here, Then all the rest of the human beings. So unbelievable. Then Dharma came from there, Sangha came from there. So now they're even more precious, you see. Kinda. So they are more precious. Every human being is more precious than Buddha. Dharma Sangha. As you remember from the total transformation, so ordinary people think Buddha is more precious than sentient beings. So they feel think they're, opposite to ordinary people. Ordinary people, what in the world would they think? Ordinary people cherish oneself, abandon others. We should practice opposite. Cherish others, abandon oneself. Then cherish so you cherish more Buddha, then you cherish more sentient being than Buddha. So there are two other things like that. The opposite to what ordinary people do things you do. So Dharma practice is the opposite to their attitude. So so the same all the bodhisattvas, all the Buddhas came from Dharma Sangha came from them. But they're most precious, most kind of unbelievably precious out there. Same intermediate beings, all the bodhisattvas, Buddhas, and Dharma Sangha come from most precious, most kind of how kind is it? You see, unexpressible, so that. Yeah. So now, so in my life, there's nobody to cherish it, except only the other sentient beings. Except the sentient beings, I have nobody, nothing to cherish. No other, except the sentient beings. In my life, there's nobody to work for except the sentient beings. There's nobody to work for except the sentient beings. So, what should I? So what I should do is what they like is happening, but they don't want to suffer. So therefore, must say freedom from all the suffering causes and bring to enlightenment. I say, Bama. You see, even that Bama so alone. So say, this is my turn. It is my turn. This time, my turn to help them, because I have all the opportunities this time. So that means I have a responsibility. See, and see, to do that, even the others who removed even the seed of delusion, free from all the oceans of suffering, even the bodhisattva, who have complete truth of the merit, who have honest mind, still make mistakes, in guiding, can't do perfect what was. That means still make mistakes. So therefore, the only way to free the sentient beings from all the suffering caused to bring them to enlightenment is by myself alone with them. That's the first myself to achieve a state of omniscient. To say achieve Buddhahood. Only by achieving the Buddhahood state of this mind, only then one can talk towards the living soul. Therefore, then first must say, I myself should achieve a state of this mind. Then even that, if I achieve that, if I practice only the Paramahansa Sutra, by practicing only the lesser part of which can achieve enlightenment, then even by practicing the the Paramahansa Sutra without practice Tantra, then I can achieve enlightenment, but I have to correct merit with 3 countless eons. So that means the sentient beings have to suffer for so long. They have to suffer for long. These most precious, most kind of sentient beings, they have to suffer for so long. By practicing it, was so unbearable. There are so many sentient beings who have karmic connection to me, who is meeting Dharma and practicing Dharma, achieving liberation, enlightenment. Being to be liberated from the oceans of samsaric suffering and to achieve depend to me. So they have to suffer. These non-listening have to suffer for unbelievable time. So I can't stand this. So, by practicing by practicing Tantra, Lower Tantra, then that one I can achieve full enlightenment in one lifetime. Able to complete all those merits of wisdom and virtue. In one lifetime, able to complete. Doesn't require to collect for 3 kinds of great ills. Then especially then practice the Highest Tantra. Then I can achieve full enlightenment in a brief lifetime of ordinary time without need. Whereas Lower Tantra, you need to prolong the life first. Many hundred thousand lifetimes. Where life was years to live. One need to reach immortality to live long time. So in the Highest Tantra doesn't need that. One can achieve full enlightenment in a brief lifetime of distance time. From my side, even I have to suffer in the hell realm for eons. How many eons? Equal number of the drops of ocean, Pacific Ocean, or the atoms of this earth. Even that much I have to suffer a little, to reach enlightenment for something with serious. From my side, even if I had that, I can, from my side, I can let. But from the side of the something means, also from my side, I can sacrifice, even have to suffer that much. To achieve enlightenment personally, but from the side of the sentient beings, they have to suffer for a long time, so this constant at all, constant even for 1 second. So the suffering, being the control of karma, delusion, experiencing suffering of samsara. So therefore, I need to achieve enlightenment quicker. Quick, then which means Lower Tantra, they go from the Sudha, then even quicker from the Lower Tantra thing. Second quicker, Ma direct on the path. So which makes possible to say. To that is only by practicing the Highest Yoga Tantra, because that is all the skills. That is the highest skill, not only from the paramedical path, but highest skill in the Lord Tantra. So without going over, without going other introductions, however, the very essence. The gross mind doesn't go to enlightenment. Even the wisdom directly perceiving emptiness, what arhatas, what bodhisattva has, that the gross mind doesn't go to enlightenment. The gross mind has to be seen, it has to be stopped. It has to be ceased before achieving enlightenment. So, unified state bodhisattva, say, holy body, holy mind. That's not a gross mind. So therefore, we need to achieve that, depending on the cause. Unification of learning, that which is extremely subtle one. Then, for that, to achieve that, then you need to achieve clear-light illusory body separately. So to achieve illusory body, you need to achieve clear-light of example. So only, without achieving clear light, cannot achieve the unified state of Ashtara. The unification of normal learning can't achieve. Impossible. So say, only the clear light as a simultaneous born bliss, only this extremely subtle one. Only this is the direct cause to Dharmakaya. Only this can cease subtle disturbing thought obscuration and subtle disturbing thought obscuration, as well as the obstruction to omniscient mind. The subtle ones, only that mind can seize, no other mind can seize. So the highest Tantra has the skills to actualize this clear light. So that's the main point why we should practice Highest Tantra, and so in order to exercise path, we need to hear the commentaries and we need to study, listening to fragmentation. To that, then you're not qualified without receiving Highest Tantra initiation. So therefore, that's why you need to take Highest Tantra initiation, so that so that's just a brief, the essence, why important. So main force is compassion. Or the why we need to practice. Main force behind is compassion, compassion to all sentient beings. And this is the correct way to practice Tantra. So that so this requires bodhisattva, tantra, the same. So you see here, main force. You see why? That's because you can't, because you want to help the sentient beings, but you can't stand the suffering of sentient beings. You know how much the suffering. From the beginning to the birth up to now. Without continuously after suffer, so you can't stand. So the force, the reason, the motivation is great compassion. So the taking the bodhisattva to tantra, all this, what the practice has done. You see, while you're doing this, while you're engaging this compassion to all living beings. So that's, we have to remember the point. Then there's no problem, see. But if you don't understand the point, then you see, then instead of enjoying, you get scared. See, instead of enjoying, instead of so happy, instead of so joyful, so happy, to able to take these vows and engage, that you can achieve. But taking this vow, by taking it, able to achieve enlightenment, and by taking the vows, able to achieve enlightenment. Living that, able to achieve enlightenment even in a few number of years, in a brief lifetime, a dictionary time. So, even that, she became able to achieve one. So, so it has this incredible advantage to be able to benefit, to be able to liberate sentient beings, as quick as possible, from the oceans of samsaric sufferings and bring them to enlightenment. So here, one particular reason why we practice Yamantaka, there are so many deities to practice, Highest Tantra deities to practice, but why Yamantaka? So I'm not going to go through the 5 special qualities, benefits, advantage of practicing Yamantaka. But the essence is that the so the to be able to do perfect work towards all the sentient beings, that which is freedom from all the suffering and the cause of suffering, bring them to enlightenment, which is our objective of our life, goal, which is the goal of our life. But to do that, to be able to complete that, then we need to achieve unification of normal learning, the holy body, holy mind. So to achieve the holy mind Dharmakaya, then need to achieve clear light. So Chakrasamvara path from that tantra, it gives there's a conclusion. The Chakrasamvara path of the Tantra concludes the clear light. You know how to achieve means to detail how to achieve clear light. And so to conclude that, and then to achieve the Rupakaya, the holy body, then need to achieve its cause, the illusory body. So Guhyasamaja, the Tantra, that part is the detailed explanation how to achieve that. And so it concludes that the explanation how to achieve illusory bodies conclude that. It concludes that. So now to actualize these two clear light in the and details explained from Chakrasamvara and the illusory body details explained from Guhyasamaja Tantra. So to actualize these two, the main thing is to actualize these two. So one need to actualize these two. And so now, in order to actualize these two, and actualize and complete the path, then one need to face about the obstacles. So therefore, the Yamantaka is uncomparable as the most powerful deity to pacify obstacles, to actualize, to complete, to pacify obstacles, and then to complete this two path, to cause to achieve achieve Dharmakaya, Rupakaya, universal learning. So Madhushi manifests in the most there's the Yamantaka. So now the
manifest just force, but this one, Bajabarawa, this this most wrathful one, extremely wrathful one. So therefore, it's very powerful to peaceful obstacles to practice Dharma, to continue and complete. So one need to. So therefore, one need to rely upon such a deity, as a uncomparable in the intricate power to pacify the obstacles, and also to develop wisdom, because what it is Madhushri embodiment of all the Buddha's wisdom. So therefore, another advantage practicing Yamantaka is to purify, to develop wisdom. So that it has two important purpose. It fulfills practicing Yamantaka. And such this over designated time, there's so much of hindrance or obstacles to practice Dharma. So one need rely upon such a deity. So that's the why importance to practice Yamantaka. So in the Lama Tsongkhapa tradition, what makes to achieve enlightenment quickly, quicker than general other Mahayana Tantra path. So according to many of the gurus, according to the explanations, like Rinpoche or and the Guhyasamaja, they are able to outer Mongolian, the able to upon Tibet, said so according to many lamas. Explanation. Queen cooker in the Guru Puja, it talks about when you generate special bodhicitta to practice the queen cooker. First queen is the Mahayana Tantra path, Kuya and Lower Tantra. Then second Kuga is the Lama Tsongkhapa tradition, the path where you practice integrated, where you practice by integrating three deities, Chakrasamvara, the Guhyasamaja and Yamantaka. These three deities, you practice by integrating three deities. So that means it's enlightenment, even Kuga. So that's the meaning of Kun Kuga. So that as the say it is great holy beings, these gurus, as they has instructed or explained that